Book Magic India, Private Limited.
Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are happy and healthy in your home. This is your mentor Soni Sati, and today with me we will start our chapter number 6 of our class 5, and the name of our chapter is decimals. Decimals? Yes, it's a new word in our math dictionary. So, let's start the chapter and learn what is decimal. Okay, and the concept of decimal. So here, as usual, we are starting with the conversation part of this chapter. In a class, students are saying, "Good morning, ma'am." Then, teacher replied, "Good morning, children. Look at this picture." बच्चों, इस picture को देखो. Now, Manish and Shyam have painted different parts of the walls as shown below. Manish and Shyam ने एक wall के different parts को color किया है. Okay. Now, Manish has painted. Manish ने half of the whole wall को paint किया है. Shyam has painted one whole wall and 3/10 of the another wall. So, Manish ने सिर्फ half wall की है and Shyam ने एक whole and 3/10 of another wall. Now, teacher is saying, can you express the part of walls that they have painted as a decimal number? क्या आप डेसिमल नंबर के अकॉर्डिंग एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हो कि कितना पार्ट उन्होंने कलर किया है? As we know, मनीष ने half of the wall, that means 1/2, and when we divide this, we get 0.5. Okay, now Shyam has painted one whole wall plus 3/10. 3/10. Okay, now if we take LCM, we have to make this 10. So 10 multiplied, here is nothing, it's 1. So 10/10 plus 3/10. It will be 13/10. Okay, now 13/10. If we divide this, okay, if we divide this number, we get 10 ones are 10 and then 3. Then we have point. Okay, here is the concept of point. If we apply point, it becomes 0 and then 3. So, he has color 1.3. Okay. Now we are moving towards our next page. Here we have again the conversation part. Firstly, students said, "Okay ma'am, done ma'am." Yes ma'am, हमने कर लिया है. Then teacher said, "Good. Can you do this recap exercise?" क्या आप सभी ये recap exercise कर सकते हैं? So let's do this recap exercise to rememorize our last class's concept. Look at the shaded part of the given figures and write them in terms of decimals. So, to write them in decimals, we have to just divide them, okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 and numerator 3. This our fraction is 3/11. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Upon में total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So it will be 1/2, that is 0.5. This is how you will find out the decimal. Then we have expressed the following decimals as fractions. So this is 1.5. That means it will be 15/10. Okay. Then we have expressed the following fraction as decimal. So it will be 1.8. You have to just make a point in between these two digits. Then we have question number 4. For the number this, write the digits in the ones place, tens place, hundred place, tenth place and hundredth place. So यहाँ पे जो हमें नंबर दिया है इसकी डिजिट्स को हमें वंस प्लेस में लिखना है, देन टेंस प्लेस पे लिखना है एंड सो ऑन. Okay. This is how you will do this recap exercise. I hope everything is clear to you and each and every question you are able to memorize. Now we have the first topic of this chapter, that is decimals and introduction. So डेसिमल की इंट्रोडक्शन के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. Okay, we have learned earlier that in place value chart, each place value has 10 times more than the value of the next place on its right. Okay, for example, the value of 100 place is 10 times more than to the value of 10th place. Okay, that means 10 into 10 makes 100. Similarly, 100 into 10 makes 1000. 1000 into 100 makes 10,000. So this is how we can say that all the values are just 10 times to the right one. Okay, the value of 1000 place is 10 times more than that of the 100 place and so on. On the other hand, the value of a place is 1/10 of the value of the next place on its left. जब हमने इसको इस डायरेक्शन में समझा, so we are saying that if we are multiplying 10, that means we are getting the another place. So to get answer in this direction, that means we have to divide here. Okay, that means अगर राइट में जाओगे तो आपको 10 मल्टीप्लाई करना है, 10 टाइम्स हो जाएगा. बट अगर हम लेफ्ट में आएंगे तो 10 टाइम डिक्रीज हो जाएगा. ओके, दैट मीन्स डिवाइड हो जाएगा. ओके, सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल द वैल्यू ऑफ 100 प्लेस इज 1/10 of the value of 1000 place. For example, that 1000 की value is equals to 100 की value, but when it is decreased by 10 times. So we can see 0 से 0 कटा, that is 100 and that are equal. Okay, the value of 10th place is 1/10 to the value of 100 place. और अब जो 10th place है, so 100 का decrease करेंगे 10 times, then we are getting the value of 10 place. See, yes, it's correct. Okay, let us consider place value of 7 in the number given below. तो चलो यहाँ पे 7 की place value को समझते हैं. First, the place value of 7 is 7000. In this case, 7 की place value है 70. At this place, the place value of 7 is 700. And at this place, the place value of 7 is only 7. Okay, for the above discussion, we observe that when the 7 moves one place to the right, value becomes 1/10. So, जब जो वैल्यूज है वो राइट की ओर जा रही है तो वैल्यू 1/10 हो जा रही है, डिक्रीज हो जा रही है टू द प्रीवियस वैल्यू. व्हेन इट्स मूव टू द राइट, इट्स वैल्यू बिकम 100. सो जब ये राइट को मूव कर रही है तो इसकी वैल्यू जो है वो 100 हो जा रही है of its previous value and so on. Okay, now if we wish to continue moving towards right, we shall have to extend the place value chart beyond one place by opening the places for 10th, 100, 1000 and so on. So यहाँ पे एक चार्ट बना दिया गया है कि हम इससे जान सकते हैं कि हमें आगे बढ़ने के लिए, पीछे बढ़ने के लिए कैसे करना होगा. See, it is 1000. Okay, then 100, then tens, then ones. Okay, now one more place is there, 10th, that is 1/10. That is denoted by 1/10 as a fraction. Now 100th, 1/100, 1000, 1/1000. Okay, and if we have to go this side, we have to just multiply. If we have to go this side, we have to just divide. Okay, if we have to represent the number 24 plus 3/10 plus 4/100 in the place value chart, then 2 goes to the 10th place. Then 2 goes to the 10th place, 4 goes to the 1st place, 3 goes to the 3/10th place and 4 goes to the 100th place as indicated. So, यहाँ पे बताया गया है कि फिर हम इनको place value में कैसे रखेंगे. See, this is the 10th, this is 1st, now this is 1/10, that is 10th. Okay, 3/10 is 10th, 4/100 is 100th. Okay, now we have this. To 10th, 1st, 10th and 100. This is how we will write the value. Okay, 3 is 10th and 4 is 100. Now the number shown in the chart is written as 24.34. So जो number हमारे पास आया उसे हम लिखेंगे इस तरीके से. And is called a decimal fraction or simply decimal. Okay, so यहाँ पे बताया जा रहा है कि हमारे पास ये नंबर होगा और इसमें जो नंबर फॉर्म हुआ, इसे हम या तो कहेंगे डेसिमल या फिर डेसिमल फ्रैक्शन. ओके, इट इज रीड एज 24.34. हम इसको कैसे रीड करेंगे? 24.34. ये हमारे सेपरेट नंबर होंगे और ये हम टुगेदर बोल सकते हैं. Here the point is called the decimal point, and जो this point है that is looking like a dot. Okay, so this dot is known as a decimal point which separates whole number and fractional part. यही हमारा whole number और fraction part को separate करता है. See, 24 is a whole number and this is the fractional number, so it is just separating them. Similarly, the number 4375 plus 8 by 10 plus 6 by 100 plus 3 by 1000 is written as 4375.863. Okay, and read as 4375.863. It can also be read as 4375 and 863 thousandth. So see here, it is saying thousandth. Okay, 863 thousandth because it is in the thousand place. Okay, it is at the thousand place. Now read some decimal numbers. Let's read them. Number is 0.98. So it is read as 0.98. Then we have 51.6. 51.6. 40.25, 40.25, 272.06. A decimal may contain a whole number part and a decimal part. एक जो decimal है वो एक whole number part या फिर decimal part दोनों को contain कर सकता है. Example 49.36 में the whole number part is 49. The whole number is 49 and the decimal part is 36. In 8.034, 8 is the whole number and the decimal part is 034. In this, we can see that 931 is the whole number and 0 is the decimal part. Similarly, 0.71, the whole number part is 0 and the decimal part is 71. The decimal consisting of only one part, that is either decimal part or whole number part, can be written by making use of 0 in whole or decimal part as shown below. For example, 0.95 को हम 0.95 कह सकते हैं, लिख सकते हैं. 65 can be written as 65.0. 65.0. Okay. 8 can be written as 8.0. 100 can be written as 100.0. And if we are having the value point and any number, so you can put here 0 to write it. Okay. 0.95, 0.45, etc. Now we are moving towards our next page. Here we have another topic, that is decimal places. So let's learn decimal places. Teacher is saying, hello children, do you know about decimal places? Hello बच्चों, क्या आप सभी को decimal places के बारे में पता है? Then student replied, the number of digits contained in the decimal part of a decimal gives the number of its decimal places. So, एक ऐसा नंबर जिसमें उसका decimal part होता है, उसे हम कहते हैं decimal places. उन नंबरों के जो place होते हैं उन्हें हम decimal places कहते हैं. Then teacher said, absolutely correct Deep. For example, 4.69 has two decimal places, 6 and 9. And 125.205 has 3 decimal places. Then student replied, thank you ma'am for the appreciation. And now teacher is saying these examples will make the concept more clear. So here we have some example and then teacher is also giving us some example. Example number 1. Write the following decimals in the place value chart. So first is 61.95. So 61.95, that means 60 tens, 1 ones, then 9 and 5. So it will be at the 10th and it will be at the 100. So 10th is 9 and 100 is 5. 1 by 10 and 1 by 100. Similarly 8.06. So 8 will be at the 1's place and 0 and 6 is the 10th and 100 place. Now 95602, that is tens, then ones, then 10th, then 100, then 1000. Okay. Then we have question number 2. Write the following as decimals. 72.35. That means 72.35. Okay, as it is written here. Then we have 58 and 600. So 58 and 600. Okay, it was 600. So 0 by 10 because there is no place. And then 600. Okay, 6 by 100. 6 by 100. That is 58.06. Now we have example number 3. Write the following as decimal. So, how we will write here? See the solution. 42 plus 3 by 10 plus 5 by 100. That means 42 is the whole number. And 3 and 5 is the 10th and 100th. So, it's 3 and 5. Okay. This is how you will write the values, the answer. Then teacher is saying, now do this practice exercise. Student reply, yes ma'am. So let's do this practice exercise. This is the very first exercise of this chapter. Exercise 6A. Write the decimal shown in the table. So table में जो decimal लिखा है उसको हमें लिखना है. Okay, decimal place value में लिखा है. Then we have to write the number. 5 tens and 2 ones. That means 52 is the whole number. Now putting a decimal point or point, then we are writing 10th and 100. So it will be plus 5 by 10 plus 7 by 100, and the second step is 52.57. Okay. Now in B part we can see that it is 5.03. Now we have question number 2. Write the following decimal fractions in word. One has been done for you. That is 4.5. Now second one is 7.05. 7.05. Okay, then we have question number 3. Write the following as decimals. So 81.8 and 2. Okay, so 81.82. Then we have question number 4. Write the following as decimal. 26 and 4 tenth. That means it is saying 26 is a whole number, then 400 and is for plus sign. Now 4 tenth, that means 4 by 10. So it means 26.4. Okay. Now moving towards the next page. Here we have another topic of this chapter. So student, the last exercise which we just did here, you have to do by yourself. The rest of the part you people have to do by yourself. Okay, I hope everything is clear to you. Now we are having another topic of this chapter, that is like decimals. So teacher is saying, Deepak, what are like decimals? Then Deepak replied, decimals having the same number of decimal places are called like fraction. So ma'am, decimal places जिनके same होंगे उन्हें हम कहते हैं like fraction. Then teacher said, give example. So then Deepak said, example 29.27, 50.36, 0.54 and 1.28 etc. are like decimals. Why so? Because they are having two decimal places. Okay, each having two decimal places. Then we have unlike decimals. Teacher said, very good. And what are unlike decimals? So Deepak replied, decimals having different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. So ऐसे decimals जिनके जो decimal places हैं वो different है. Okay, vary करते हैं, that are unlike decimals. Teacher said, very good. Then example 0.27 and 25.205. Okay, we have to read them separately. So it's 205. 25.205 and 0.27 and 401, that is 401.8. As you can see here, this is having only one decimal place. It is having two and it is having three decimal places. That means they are unlike decimals. So teacher replied, very good. Here we have remember point. The addition of zeros to the extreme right of a decimal part does not change the value of decimal number. For example, or that is 4.7 equals to 4.70. equals to 4.7000, 4 times 0, etc. So if we are having a number, if we are having a decimal number that is 5.7 for example, and we are adding two zeros here, that means we can write it as 5.7 then 0. We can also write it as 5.700. That means these zeros are having no values. It's not making any change to our decimal. Now second point is such decimal are called equivalent but unlike decimals. So हम इनको क्या कहते हैं? Equivalent decimals but unlike decimals because they are having same value. लेकिन they are not like. Okay, they are having different decimal places. Thus, without changing the value of a decimal number, the number of decimal places can be increased simply by adding required number of zeros to extreme right of the decimal part. Now we have the topic conversion of unlike decimals into like decimals. So हम conversion कैसे करते हैं unlike decimals into like decimals? Let's learn. We may convert unlike decimals into like decimals as illustrated in the following example. So let's follow this example. Student replied, yes ma'am. So example number 4, convert 6.2, 13.12, 0.542, 504.03 into a set of like decimal. Here the decimal number having highest decimal place is this one. Okay, 0.542. It has 3 decimal places. Okay, how many? 3. Now therefore we have to convert other decimals into their equivalent decimals which have 3 decimal places, that is 6.2 can be written as 6.282, 2 times 0. Now 13.12 equals to 13.12, that is 1210. Now 504.03 can be written as 504.030, and this number is already in its like position, okay, like decimals position. So it is written here, okay. Now thus 6.200, 13.120, 0.542 and 514, that is 514.030 is a set of like decimals. Okay, this is how we will make decimal places. This is how we will do unlike to like. Now we have example number 5. Arrange the digit of this in the place value chart. Hence, write the place value of each digit. So, सबसे पहले हमें इस नंबर को एक प्लेस वैल्यू चार्ट में लिखना है. देन हमें हर पर्टिकुलर डिजिट की वैल्यू बतानी है. We may arrange the digit as this. See, 463.309. So 100 में 4. 6 is at the tens place. 3 is at the ones place. Now 309 is the separate entity. So decimal point. Then 3 is at the 10th place. 0 is at the 100th place. And 9 is at the 1000th place. Okay. Now in 463309 we have 4, 400, 6, 6 tens, 3, 3 ones, and this 3 is 3 tenths, 0 is a 0 and 9 is at the 9000, that is 9 by 1000. Now we have the topic comparing decimals. So here student is saying, ma'am, how will we compare the decimals? Ma'am, हम decimals को compare कैसे करेंगे? Then teacher said, to compare two decimals we take the following steps. So decimals को compare करने के लिए हम इन steps को follow करते हैं. What are these steps? Step number 1 is convert the given decimal into like decimal. सबसे पहले decimals को like decimals में convert करो. Step 2, first compare the whole number part. सबसे पहले आप whole number part को compare करो. किया. For example, like 52.00, 56.94, 78.30. Okay. So firstly, compare these numbers. Okay, which one is greater and which one is smaller. Now step 3, if they are same, compare the 10th digit. For example, they are having these values. So 52 and 52 is same. If the whole number is same, then compare the decimal value. Okay. If they are same, compare the 100 digit and so on. So firstly we have to compare the tens place. Okay, like 52 and then 10th place. This is one and this is having no value. Now you have to see 100 place. Okay, so you have to just compare them. Okay, like अगर ये है और ये भी सेम हुए, so you have to compare this value. अगर ये भी सेम हुए, so you have to compare the another value. This is how you will compare the numbers. Okay, these examples will make the concept more clear. Student replied, okay ma'am. So in examples को करते हैं so that our concepts are totally clear. Example number 6, compare 47.08 and 79.85. As we can see here, they are not having the same whole number. So we can simply judge them by seeing the whole number. 79 is greater than 49. So we will write here 79.85 is greater than the number 47.08. Okay, now let's move towards our next page. Here we have example number 7. Which one is greater? 62.06 or 62.006? So, given decimals are 62.06 and 62.006. 62.06 and 62.006. Okay, so let's compare them firstly according to our concept. So, whole numbers are same. So, we have to check the 10th place. They are again same. Then we have to check the 100 place. So, it is having the value 6 and 6 is greater than 0. That means 62.06 is greater than 62.006. Okay, see, 62.06 is greater than 62.006. Here we have a note. Starting from the decimal point, the place value decreases towards the right in the same order as they increase the left. So, जब हम ऐसे जाते हैं, हमें पता है कि वैल्यू इंक्रीज होती है. इसी तरीके से अगर हम राइट में जाएंगे तो वैल्यू डिक्रीज हो जाएगी. दैट मीन्स जो ये वैल्यू है और यहाँ की वैल्यू है, सो दिस इज ग्रेटर. ओके, हियर वी कैन सी this is greater than this. Okay, if it is having 5, it is 6. So we have to just check whether that which one is greater and which one is smaller. Okay, and make sure to know that we have two concepts. That is, if we are moving towards the left, the value is increasing. They are getting multiplied. And if we are moving towards right, okay, are right. So the value are decreasing. Now example number 8, arrange the following decimal fraction in ascending order. All know there are two orders, two arrangement of number. So here we have ascending order. सबसे पहले छोटा, then बड़ा and so on. So 6.03, 4.59, 0.627 and 0.8 को हमें ascending order में arrange करना है. The smallest fraction is 0.627. So how we are saying that? Because they all are having different whole numbers, so we can judge them by seeing the whole number only. So this is having 0, it is also having 0. And now if we will see the 10th place, this is having the bigger value. Okay, 6 is smaller than it. So it is the smallest, 0.627. Now we can see 4.59, 6.09, 0.8. So we will write here 0.8. Why? Because these are the bigger than 0. So 0.8, then we have 4.59 and then we have 6.03. Okay. Now we have alternative method. एक और method है इसी को करने के लिए. See, on converting the given fraction to like decimals, we get. So firstly we are doing here the conversion of them into like decimals. See, 6.03 था, so it will become 6.030. 4.59 था, so it will become 4.590. Similarly 0.627 and 0.800. Okay, after arranging in ascending order, we are getting 0.627, 0.800, 4.590 and 6.030. This is how we can make them in ascending order. Hence, fraction when arranged in ascending order are these. Now we have example number 9. Arrange the following decimal fraction in descending order: 7.3, 0.57 and so on value. On converting the decimal values into like fractions, into like decimals, we get 7.300, 0.570 and these values. Now arranging them. So firstly check them Which one is smaller and which one is greater? Looking firstly the whole number part. 9, 5, 0 and 7. So which one is greater? 9, 5, 0 and 7. First one is 9 is greater, but here we are doing the ascending arrangement. So 9 is the greatest number among them. Okay, so we will write here firstly the value 9.280. Then the value is 7. Okay, 7.300. Then we have value 5.893. And then we have 0.570. This is our descending arrangement of these number. We can match answer with this 9.28, then 7.3, then 5.893 and then 0.57. Now teacher is saying now do this practice exercise. Student replied, yes ma'am, we will do it. So likewise these students, you also have to do this. Okay. Here we have exercise 6b. This is our second exercise of this chapter. Convert the following sets of unlike decimals into like decimals. Simply just increase the number, increase the decimal places of the number. Firstly, we have 5.4 and 104.73. So, to make it, we have to increase the decimal places. It is having only 1, it is having 2. So, we have to make here a 0. So, 5.40 and 104.73 are like decimals. Okay. Now we have question number 2. Fill in the boxes with the symbol greater than or lesser than. So here it is 0.43, it is 2.957. We can judge them by just seeing the whole number part. So it is having 0, it is having 2. We all know 0 is lesser than 2. So we will make here the sign of lesser than. Sorry, it's greater than. Here it is lesser than. Okay. Now we have question number 3. Arrange the following decimals in ascending order. We can see here 2.62, 26.2, 0.262. They are having same digit to make confusion, to make mess here. Okay. So, firstly we have to make them in, we have two methods. Okay, we can simply see them or we can firstly change them into the like decimals. See, it's having 2, it's 26, it's 0, it's 22, it's 22. They are having same value. Okay, so that means we have to check their decimal places. So firstly is 0.262 because we know 0 is the smallest number among them. So 0.262. Now we can see 2, 26, 22 and 22. So 2 is smaller, so we will write here 2.62. Then we have to check another number. After 2, it is having 22, 22 or 26. So that means 22 is lesser. Okay, 22 is smaller number. So what we will do here? We will check whether which one is smaller, 22.22 or 22.222. So 22.222 and 22.22. So make here 0 to make them like decimals. So now we can see that it is having 2, it is having 2, it is having 2, it is having 2 and here it is 2, here it is 0. So this is smaller than this. So that means this one is smaller. So we will write here 22.22. After that we will write here 22.222. Then we will write here 26.0. Sorry, it's 26.2. Then we will write here 26.2. Okay, this is how we will write the values. Okay, firstly we have to make them in a like fraction pair. Then we have to just judge them by comparing them. Now we have question number 4. Arrange the following decimals in descending order. So here we have the value 2.312, 0.12 and so on. So to arrange them descending order, we have to firstly write the values here by doing them in like fraction. So we can see here it's 2.312, then we have 0.12, then we have 1.018, then we have 4.009, then we have 5.003. By seeing the numbers whole number part, we can see that they are having different whole number. So we can judge them by seeing the only whole number. Okay. So see, firstly we will write here the greater one, that is 5. So 5.003, then we have 4.009. After that, after 4, now we have 2.312. Then we have 1.018. After that, we have 0.120. Okay, this is how we will do the descending order arrangement of the number. So now we have conversion of a decimal fraction to a common fraction. We all know what a common fraction is. Now decimal fraction से common fraction के conversion को समझते हैं. Teacher is saying, children, we have already learned about the expanded form of decimals. हमने decimals की expanded form को समझ लिया है. Then student replied, yes ma'am. Let us write some decimals again in expanded form and convert into a common fraction. तो चलो इसने पहले expanded form में convert करते हैं and then हम उसे common fraction में convert करते हैं. So let's write them in expanded form. First we have 0.8. 0.8 means 8 by 100. 0.52, that means 52 by 100. 3.03, that means 3 plus 3 by 100. That means if we take LCM, it will be 100 and 3 into 100 plus 3. So it will be 300 plus 3, that is 303 by 100. Now we have 126. So it will be 2 plus 1 by 10 plus 2 by 100 plus 6 by 1000. Okay, that will be equal to, if we take LCM, it will be 1000. So to make this as 1000, so we multiply 2 into 1000. To make this as 1000, we have to multiply with 100. And to make this, so it will become 10. 2 into 10, that is plus 6. So it will become 2120 plus 6. 2000, then 100, then 20 plus 6. So it will be 2126 by 1000. Okay. Now moving towards our next page, we have some example. Before that, here teacher is saying, we observe that to convert a decimal fraction to a common fraction, we remove the decimal point from the given fraction and the number thus obtained becomes the numerator of the common fraction, and the denominator is formed by putting 1 and the number of zeros to the right of 1 equal to the number of digits to the right of the decimal point in the decimal fraction. See, ये हमें क्या बता रहे हैं कि जब हमें एक डेसिमल नंबर को कॉमन फ्रैक्शन में लिखना है, so what we are doing here, we have to just remove this decimal firstly. It is a trick. Okay, basically it is a trick. Remove this dot, remove this decimal. Now after removing the decimal, it will be 8642. Now see the decimal places. It is 3, so write 3 zeros in the denominator and before that put 1 to the denominator. Okay, that means 1000. Similarly, if I am having 5, 4, 6, 9, 3 and here it is decimal, so we will make it as 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So it will be 54693 by 1000. Okay. After that, we have example number 10. Convert 0.6, 0.08 and 0.236 to a common fraction in the lowest term. So, let's do this. Here we have 0.6. 0.6 means 6 by 10. 6 by 10 can be divided with 2. 2 3s are 6 and 2 5s are 10. So, it will be 3 by 5. This is its lowest term. Similarly, we have 0.08, that means 8 by 100. 8 by 100 means 4 by 25. So, 4 by 25, it is in its lowest term. 0.236, that means 236 by 1000. So, it will be 59 by 250. Now, we have conversion of common fraction to a decimal fraction. So, अब हम common fraction से decimal fraction पे जाएंगे. See, children, in the previous classes, we learned how to convert a common fraction to an equivalent common fraction with denominator 10 or multiples of 10. Student replied, yes ma'am. We shall apply the same rule to convert a given common fraction to a equivalent common fraction whose denominator is 10 or a multiple of 10. जिसका denominator 10 हो या फिर multiple of 10 हो. So see, here we are having the value 1 by 5. So just make this denominator as 10 or multiple of 10. So because it is 5 into 2 is 10. So it could be 10 by just multiplying 2 to it. So it will be 1 by 5 into 2 into 2. So it will be 2 by 10. So it is 0.2. This is how we can convert a fraction, a common fraction into a decimal. Similarly, we have 5 by 8. So 5 by 8, that means 8 into 125, that is 1000. So we have to multiply 125 here also. So it will be 5 into 125, that is 625. It will be 0.625. Okay. Similarly, we have 3 by 4, that means 4 into 25 is 100. So we have to multiply 25 at the numerator place also. So 3 into 25 is 75. 4 into 25 is 100. So it will become 0.75. This is how we can convert a fraction into a decimal. Okay. Now teacher is saying, we see that to change a common fraction to a decimal fraction, first we change the common fraction to an equivalent common fraction. So इन सब प्रोसीजर को करने से पहले हम क्या करते हैं, कॉमन फ्रैक्शन को पहले उसके इक्विवेलेंट कॉमन फ्रैक्शन में लिखते हैं जिसका डिनोमिनेटर 10 या फिर 100 हो. See what we are doing here. Firstly, we are changing this fraction into a common equivalent fraction. That means multiple of a number. Okay, multiple of a number at the numerator and denominator place also. Okay, on the both side, on the both number. But it should be, denominator should be 10 or multiple of 10. Okay, after that we can change it into the decimals. We can adopt the following division method to change a common fraction to a decimal fraction. और हम एक और method कर सकते हैं, that is the division method. You have to just divide and then you have to get the answer. See, if we are having here 5 and 1.0, here we have 1 by 5. So what we are doing here, 5 we are writing here, 1 we are writing here. 5 zeros are 0. We are writing here 0. After that, we are doing 5 2s are 10 because we are writing here 0. It has become 10. Now 5 2s are 10. That is 0. So answer is 0.2. Okay. Or we can also write here 1 by 5 equals to 0.2. Similarly, here we have 4 and 3. So 3 by 4 can be divided and become the answer. And answer is 0.75. Now 3 by 4 can be written as 0.75. Similarly, 5 by 8 can be divided and can get 0.625 as the answer. Okay. This is how we can find out the decimals of a fraction. Now we have, while adopting division method, we take the following steps. So here we are having the steps. Step number 1 is we divide the numerator by the denominator. So firstly, we divide the numerator by the denominator. That means this is the division. Here we have to write the numerator and here we have to write the denominator. ठीक है. When we have finished the division and a non-zero remainder is left. So जब हम डिवीजन कंप्लीट कर देते हैं और नॉन जीरो रिमाइंडर रहता है, नॉन जीरो रिमाइंडर बचता है, दैट मीन्स जीरो के अलावा कोई नंबर बचता है, वी इंसर्ट अ डेसिमल पॉइंट इन द डिविडेंड. सो जो डिविडेंड है, ये हमारा जो डिविडेंड है, हम उसमें एक पॉइंट इंसर्ट करते हैं, डेसिमल पॉइंट इंसर्ट करते हैं एंड द क्वेश्चन एंड पुट अ जीरो ऑन द राइट टू द डेसिमल पॉइंट. सो डिविडेंड एंड क्वेश्चन दोनों में हम जीरो पुट करते हैं एंड देन वी राइट of the decimal point in the dividend and then जो हम नंबर लेते हैं उसको हम decimal point के right में लिखते हैं, the dividend and the remainder we divide again. See, then we have step number 3. We continue the division process just like whole numbers till we get a zero numerator, zero remainder. Okay. Now we have note. Conversion of some fractions like 2 by 3, 3 by 7, 5 by 11, etc. for which the process of division never ends will be dealt in the higher classes. ऐसे conversions of fractions like these जिनके process में कभी भी complete नहीं होता, end होता ही नहीं. That means it cannot be divided. ओके, वो डिवाइड ही नहीं हो सकता है। सो उनके बारे में भी हम पढ़ेंगे और डील करेंगे इन आवर हायर क्लासेस लाइक 6, 7, 8 एंड सो ऑन। We have example number 11. Convert this. This is a mixed fraction into a decimal fraction. So firstly we are writing here the number. 6 1 by 4. Now 6 4s are 24 plus 1 is 25 by 4. Okay, 25 by 4. So after dividing, what we are getting? See, it's 4. 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20, 4 6 are 24. Okay, we are getting 1 as the remainders. Now putting a decimal, 4 2s are 8. Now we into 4 5s are 20. Okay, what we are getting here? 6.25, and we can see the solution as well. Here we are getting 6.25. Okay, again the second method is 6 1 by 4. That means 6 plus 1 by 4. Okay, now what we can do here? We can change this 6 plus and 1 by 4 को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? 1 by 4 को हम multiple of 10 की डिनोमिनेटर में लिख सकते हैं. 5 4s are 20. Okay, so to make it the multiple of 10, so what we can do here, we can multiply with 25 to make it 100. Now again here it's also 25. 25 ones are 25 fours are, so it's 25 by 100. That means it is 0.25, and plus 6 to it will result to 6.25. Okay, this is our answer. Again we are having the two methods. We can follow the two methods. Now teacher is saying, now do this exercise. Now teacher is saying, now do this practice exercise. Student replied, yes ma'am. Exercise 6C. This is the third exercise of this chapter. The very first question says, convert the following decimals into common fractions in their lowest terms. So first is 0.8. That means 8 by 10. Okay. Now add the lowest term. So cut it. 2 4s are 8 and 2 5s are 10. Okay, so it will be 4 by 5 in its lowest term. Then we have question number 2. Convert the following fractions into decimal fractions. So we are having 6 by 10. That means 0.6. This is a decimal fraction. Okay. Now moving towards the next page. Okay. Now we are having the another topic of this chapter. I would like to say about the last exercise. Each and every question you have to do by yourself. Okay, with the help of the explanation. Just I explained you and the examples also. Now we have the topic addition and subtraction of decimals. Student is saying, Diksha, addition and subtraction of decimals is as simple as addition and subtraction of a whole number. जैसे हम whole number में करते थे वैसे ही decimals में भी ये उतना ही easy है. Then Diksha replied, yes Roma, the only difference is that we ensure aligning of the decimal points of the given number before their addition and subtraction. बस यहाँ पे नई चीज क्या है कि यहाँ पे हमारे पास डेसिमल नंबर भी होगा, हमें उसका भी ध्यान रखना है. Then Roma replied, for this we keep the decimal point in the same column. इसलिए इस चीज को सही रखने के लिए हम क्या करते हैं, डेसिमल पॉइंट को एक सेम कॉलम में रखते हैं. Then Diksha replied, yes Roma, one more thing should be noted, that is before adding and subtracting the decimals, addition और subtraction से पहले we convert them into like decimals if they are not. So अगर वो like decimals नहीं है तो उन्हें हमें पहले like decimals बनाना पड़ेगा. Then Roma replied, that's right, let us study these examples. Here we have example number 12, add 44.5, 33.973 and 0.57. Converting the given decimals into like fractions because they are unlike fraction. Okay, they are having 3, it is having 2, it is having 1. Then they become 44.500, 33.973 and 0.570. Now writing them column wise and adding, we can see here 3, now 7 and 7 are 14, so 4 here and 1 here, 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 10 is 20. Now 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 1 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Now 4 plus 3 is 7. So answer is 79.043. Here it is a note. It is important to note that the carried digit from 10th place may go beyond decimal point to reach 1st place. So यहाँ पे बताया जा रहा है कि अगर हम जब कैरी करते हैं तो हमारी वैल्यू इधर या इधर जाती है, ठीक है. 10th place may go beyond the decimal point to reach 1 place. Now we are getting this answer. Here we are having the example number 13. Find the sum of this, this and this. So firstly, convert them into like decimals. Okay, like decimals. How we will do this? 5.8 will become 5.800. 2 will become 2.000 and 0.556 will become only 0.556 because it is already in the like decimals. Okay, now adding them together, we are getting 6, then 5, then 8 and 5 are 13. 3 is written here. 5 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Now, thus the sum is 8.356. Now, example number 14, we can see find the value of this, this and this. So, firstly make a column, write the value and make sure that all the values are in like decimals. Okay. Now, after making them in a like decimal, just add them. 5 plus 1 is 6. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 2 is 12, plus 8 is 22 and 0. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 7 are 14, 1 and 4. Now 2 plus 2 plus 1, that is 5, plus 6 is 11, 1 and 1. Now 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. So answer is 91.406. Thus the sum is 91.406. Now we have some more example of subtraction. So let's learn subtraction. Subtract 8.55 from 29.17. Here they are in like decimal. So what we have to do here? 8.55 and 29.17 are like fractions. Writing them column wise and subtracting, we get 29.17 and 8.55. So subtract them. 7 minus 5 is 2. So 1 minus 5 is not possible. So we will make it as 11. 11 minus 5 is 6. 9. This will become 8. Now 8 minus 8 is 0. So it will be 20.62. Here it is written. Similarly, we have example number 16. Subtract this from this. So firstly, make this as a like decimal by writing 0 to the right. So 5.000 minus 0.275, we can get the answer, that is 4.725. Now teacher is saying, children, we have learned the properties of addition of whole number. बच्चों, हमने addition के केस में addition की properties को पढ़ा था. Student replied, yes ma'am. After that, teacher said, properties of addition of decimal numbers are the same as that of the whole number. So properties of addition of decimal numbers भी same है like a ordinary number के additions. Student said, okay ma'am. After that, teacher said, now do this practice exercise. Student replied, yes ma'am. Here we have exercise 60. Find the sum of the following. So let's do this. Here we are having the three values. We are writing the decimal just below. Okay, like 1, then 1 and then 1. So it should be in column wise. Okay. So 1 dot and dot and dot. So dot are placed 1 over 1. Now we are writing zeros here to make them in a like decimals. Now it is 4, 5 and 4 are 9, 8 and 5 are 13. So we are writing 1 here, 3 here. 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Okay, do not forget to write the decimal here. Now 0 and now 5. So it is 509.394. That is our answer. Similarly, we have question number 2. Find the difference of each of the following. Here we have, see, it is 40.6 and it is 0.97. So we have to make here 0. Okay, to make them in a decimal, like decimal. To make them in a like decimal form. Now 0 minus 7 is not possible. So it will become 10. This will become 5. 10 minus 7 is 3. 5 minus 9 is not possible. So we will take carry from here. So this will become 10. Then this will become 9. After that, this will become 15. Okay. Now 15 minus 9 is 6. Okay. Now 9 minus 0 is 9. And 3 minus nothing is 3. So it will be 39.60. That is the difference of these two values. Now we are having third question. Add the following. Here we have to make the column firstly by ourselves. So we can see 3.52, 2.487 and 0.5. So firstly we are writing the value which is having more decimal numbers, decimal places. Okay, 2.487. Then we are writing 3.52. Then I adding 0 to here because we have to make them in like decimals. Now add 0.5. So we have to add here 0 also. Okay, now it's 7. 8 plus 2 is 10. 5 plus 4 plus 1, that is 10, and 10 plus 5 is 15. Now 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6. So answer is 6.507. Okay. Similarly, you people can do the rest of the part of this exercise. Now moving towards our next page. Here we have some more questions, that are question number 4. Subtract the following. Again we have to make the column firstly by ourselves. So it is 28.52 and 35.85. Bigger number is 35.85. Now subtracting 28.52 from this, we are getting 5 minus 2, that is 3. 8 minus 5 is 3. Okay, now 5 minus 8 is not possible, so it will become 15. 15 minus 8 is 7. Now 3 minus, it will become 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Answer is 7.33. Then we have question number 5. Find the value of the following. Here we have to add them. But firstly, we have to make a column by ourselves. 280.69, then 525.2, then we have 46.000. Okay. After that we have here addition 9, then 6 plus 2 is 8, now 5 plus 6 is 11, now 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 and 8, that is 14, plus 1 is 15. Now 2 plus 1 is 3. It will be 3, 5, 1, 8, 9, and writing here decimal, so it will be 351.89. Okay, this is how we will find out the answer. Then we have question number 6. The sum of two numbers is this one. That means we are having the two values, and when we are adding them, then we are getting 44.21. If the one number is this one, so if x is 19.675, then find the other one. So we have to just subtract 44.210 minus 19.675. Whatever the answer is, you have to write here. Okay, now we have question number 7. What should be added to this to get this? So again, 87.9 minus 39.06 will result to the answer. Then we have question number 8. By how much should this be increased to get this? Again, 75.000 minus 54.786. Okay. This is how you will find out all the answers of these questions, of all the parts of this, and rest of the part you people have to do by yourself. One I have done for you, and the rest of the part you people have to do by yourself with the help of the explanation I just explained and the lots of examples we just discussed above. Now we have multiplication of decimals. Multiplication of a decimal by a whole numbers. Firstly, we will do multiplication of a decimal with a whole number. So it is easy. Teacher is saying, hello children. Student replies, hello ma'am. Then teacher said, addition and subtraction of decimal is very simple. Addition and subtraction of decimal तो बहुत ही easy था क्योंकि हम तो बहुत बार कर रखा है, because they are totally same to the addition and subtraction of ordinary numbers. Now student replies, we have done it before. Yes ma'am, हमने उसे कर रखा है. Then teacher said, that's good. Is there any problem? क्या कोई problem आई? Then student replied, no ma'am. After that teacher said, let us do multiplication of decimals. तो चलो multiplication of decimals को करते हैं. To multiply a decimal with a whole number, we take the following step. What are these steps? Step number 1. Multiply the decimal without the decimal point by the whole number. That means if we are having a number, for example, it is 4.96 and multiplying 12 to it, so you have to just forget this decimal. Okay, आप suppose करेंगे कि यहाँ पे कोई decimal है ही नहीं, and then you will get the answer by multiplying. After that, place the decimal point in such a way so as to obtain as many decimal places in the product as there are in the decimal number. Then जो भी product आएगा, whatever the product is, you have to just see कि जो डेसिमल प्लेस है राइट से कितने प्लेसेस की बात है, 2 प्लेसेस। सो प्रोडक्ट में भी 2 प्लेसेस को छोड़ के आप डेसिमल पॉइंट इंसर्ट कर दोगे। ओके, see we have example number 17, multiply 4.128 by 5. See, 8 5s are 40, so it's 4 and 0. 5 2s are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, so 1 and 4. 5 1s are 5 plus 1 is 6, 5 4s are 20. So this is the answer. Now because it was 4.128, so we have to insert decimal after 3 digits, 1 2 3, so it will be 20.640. See answer. Okay, then we have multiplied 25.46 by 57, so write the value, then write the another value. After multiplying, just put the decimal. Okay, just put the decimal as it was in the decimal. Okay, here is the product. प्रोडक्ट पे वही बिंदु लगेगा, वहां पे ही बिंदु लगेगा जहां पे आपका डेसिमल पे लगा था, लाइक 2 प्लेसेस छोड़ के। सो यहाँ पे भी हमने 2 प्लेसेस छोड़ के एक डेसिमल पॉइंट इंसर्ट कर दिया है। नाउ वी हैव multiplication of decimals by 10, 100, 1000, etc. So now teacher is saying, in the previous section we have learned that the multiplication of a decimal with a whole number is as simple as multiplying the whole number with the other. So जैसे हमने अभी किया कि मल्टीप्लिकेशन के लिए हम जो 2 नंबर ले रहे हैं उनमें से अगर एक डेसिमल वाला है सो हमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी, बिकॉज वी नो द स्टेप्स हाउ टू डू इट. ओके, इट इज वेरी इजी like an ordinary number. Now teacher is saying let us now multiply decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. Student replied yes ma'am. तो चलो अब हम 10,000 and 100 के साथ multiplication करते हैं. Example number 19. Multiply the following 8.576 into 10. So see, we have to just multiply them. Okay, 8576 into 10. So it will be 85760. Hence, this is 85.76. Okay, how we are getting this? Let's understand very clearly. See, हमारे पास ये नंबर था 8.576. Okay, into 10. So जब हम इसे मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, we know we forget the decimal place. Okay, हम decimal place को भूल जाते हैं. So 8576 into 10. So this is our answer. Okay, इसका मतलब है कि 8.576 into 10 gives us the result of 85.76, because if we are dividing this, so it will be here. Okay, so 85.76. Now we have part B. See, 0.456 into 100, that means it is 5456 into 100. Now because we are multiplying with 100, so we have to just write here 2 zeros, 5456. Okay, now see decimal place 1 2 3, so it will be 1 2 3, so it will be 545.600 or 6 only. Similarly we have 6425 into 1000, so it will be 6425823, 3 zeros, and then just write the decimal place by seeing the decimal place in the question. So it was 6 and here it is 3. So left these 3 and just add here a decimal point. So it will be 6425.000, or we can simply write 6425, that is 6425. We say that to multiply a decimal by 10, we shift the decimal point 1 place to the right. For 100, we shift the decimal point 2 place to the right. Now for 1000, we shift the decimal point 3 place to the right. What we are seeing here, that अगर हमारे पास कोई भी decimal number है, when we are multiplying it, so ये point यहाँ shift हो जा रहा है आंसर में. See 85.76. जब हम 100 से कर रहे हैं तो ये 2 point छोड़ के आ जा रहे हैं. So it is 545.6. जब हम 1000 से कर रहे हैं तो ये 1 2 3, 6425 only. Okay, that means क्या हो रहा है कि यहाँ पे जब हम 10 से कर रहे हैं सो एक डॉट आगे आ जा रहे हैं. देन 100 से कर रहे हैं सो इट इज शिफ्टिंग 2 नंबर्स, एंड जब हम 3 से कर रहे हैं इट इज शिफ्टिंग 3 नंबर्स. सो हियर इज trick. Any number of zeros after the last significant non-zero digit in the decimal part of a given number does not change value of the number. Example 6.500 equals to 6.50. यहाँ पे आपको बताया जा रहा है कि अगर आपके पास किसी भी नंबर में हम जीरो इंसर्ट कर देते हैं आगे, सो उसकी वैल्यू चेंज नहीं होती है. So it is 6.500 भी, and that is also equals to 6.50. That is also equals to 6.5 only. Okay, 0.2 equals to 0.20 equals to 0.200. Now teacher is saying if needed, we can remove or put zeros after the last significant digit. So अगर हमें need पड़ रही है, so we can add or remove the zeros from the significant digit. That means last non-zero digit. Okay, in the decimal part according to our need. But in decimals such as 5.002, we cannot change the zero. Okay, we cannot change the places of zero. The first zero is at the 10th place and second is at the 100th place. Here after 2 zeros there is a significant digit 2. That means a non-zero digit, that is 2. So these zeros are meaningful. That means these are meaningful. Okay, they are not meaningless. So we cannot change these zeros. Now teacher is saying now do this practice exercise. So अब सारे concept को समझकर हम practice exercise की ओर बढ़ते हैं. Student replied yes ma'am. Exercise 6E, find the value of the following. 4.2 into 5. So just multiply 42 with 5. 5 2s are 10, 5 4s are 20 plus 1 is 21. So it's 2, 1 and 0. So we can see here it is one digit and then decimal. So we are inserting here decimal by leaving the one digit from the right. Similarly, we have some more question. Question number 2. Write the product without calculating the following. So here we do not have to calculate the answer by just multiplying. We will use the trick. So first part is 8.42 into 100. 8.42 into 100. We know that if it is having two zeros, we have to just shift this decimal to right for two digit. Okay. See, 8, then 1 time, then 2 times. So it will be 842 point, or we can say only 842. So this is our answer. So we can write here 842. If it was 100, so we have to shift 1 4 place. Okay. Now we have multiplication of two decimals. Before that, I would like to say that in question number 1 and in question number 2, I have done one question for you. So rest of the part of the question you people have to do by yourself with the help of the explanation I just explained and the lots of example we did in this. Now we have the topic multiplication of two decimals. That means if we are having two values and both the values are in decimals and we are multiplying them. So what will be the answer? See, student is saying how can we multiply two decimals ma'am? Two decimals में तो हम कैसे multiply करेंगे ma'am? Then teacher said let us observe these examples. तो चलो इन examples को observe करते हैं. First example is 0.62 into 0.6. That means 62 by 100 into 6 by 10. So, we know how to multiply. 62 into 6 is 372. Okay. And 100 into 10 is 1000. So, it is 372 by 1000. That means 0.372. Okay. Thus, 0.62 into 0.6 is 0.372. Similarly, we have 0.25. So, 12 divided by 100, that is 12 by 100 into 5 by 10 results and 100 into 10, that is 1000. So, it will be 0.06. Thus, this and this multiply gives the result of 0.06. Now, 1.54 into 2.25, that means 154 by 100 and 225 by 100 results 154 into 225, that is 346.50 by 10,000. So, just writing here the number. I'm putting in decimal here. Okay. Thus, this is the result. Now, study the following table. We have some examples and the number of decimal places in multiplier, multiplier and product. Say example 0.23 into 0.4 is 0.092. So, multiplicand में number of decimal places हैं 2. See this. And multiplier में है only 1. So, we are just adding them. Product is 2 plus 1 is 3. Now, 1.75 and 1.35. So, it is having 2, it is having 2. So, we have to leave the 4 places. From the above table, we observe the multiplication of two decimal numbers. The product contains as many decimal places as these are in the multiplicand and the multiplier together. That means, जितने मल्टीप्लायर और मल्टीप्लिकेंट में डेसिमल प्लेसेस होंगे, ओके, उतने ही हमें अपने प्रोडक्ट में रखना है ऐड करके, ओके, मल्टीप्लायर एंड मल्टीप्लिकेंट के डेसिमल प्लेसेस को ऐड करके हमें प्रोडक्ट में उतने ही डेसिमल प्लेसेस छोड़कर अपने डेसिमल लगाना है. Thus, in order to multiply two decimals, we take the following steps. Step number 1, multiply the multiplicand by multiplier just like whole numbers. Multiply करेंगे multiplicand multiplier से like just whole numbers. In the product, place the decimal point so that the number of decimal places in the product is equal to the sum of decimal places in the multiplicand and the multiplier. Now, teacher is saying the following examples will make the idea more clear. See, example number 20. Multiply 23.8 by 0.53. So, first we multiply 238 with 53. So, we are getting answer 12614. Okay. Now see, it is having two decimal places, it is having one decimal places. So we have to leave three digits, three places, and then we have to add the decimal. Okay. So here we have example number 21. Multiply 8365, that is 8.365 by 2.5. So 8365 and multiplying 25 to it, we are getting the number 209125. And let's see the multiplier and the multiplicand. It is having three places, it is having one places. Together they are having four places. So just leave the four places, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and add decimal to it. So it will be 20.9125. Okay. Similarly, we have example number 22. The cost of one cup is this much. Find the cost of 32 such cups. That means we have to multiply this number with 32. Just forget or just suppose that this decimal is not here. Now multiplying, and then we are getting answer 77,600. So we can see here that it is having two decimal places and it is having no decimal places. So we have to write the answer as this 776.00, or we can see 776 only. Okay. Don't forget to write the symbol of rupee. Okay. Now teacher is saying, children, if you don't have any doubt, then do this exercise. अगर आपको कोई भी doubt नहीं है तो चलो इस exercise को करो. Then student replied, everything is clear, ma'am. Exercise 6F. Very first question says, match the following columns and write the correct statement in your notebook. Column 1 and column 2. It is having 0.5 into 1. So 0.5 into 1. We know the property of multiplication. When we multiply a number with 1, we get the same number. Now in question number 2, find the value of the following 63 into 7. That is 6.3 into 7. So we have to write here 63 and 7. We are supposing that we are not having a decimal. Now 7 threes are 21. Okay. And 6 6 are 36. 6 7s are 42. Plus 2 is 44. So answer is 441. Now we can see that it was 0.7. Okay. And it was having 6.3. That means 1 and 2. So just leave two places and put the decimal here. Answer is 4.41. Now question number 3. Verify that 8.9 into 4.7 equals to 0.89 into 47. So you have to multiply these two digits, then you have to multiply these two digits, and then you have to check whether these are equal or not. Okay. Similarly, we have question number 4. Multiply these two digits and these two digits and check whether they are equal or not. Then we have question number 5. The monthly salary of Mr. Naik is this much. What is his annual salary? Annual salary means 12 months. Okay. So you have to multiply this with 12. Okay. And then you have to write the answer with the decimal places as well as the symbol of rupee. Then we have question number 6. Find the total weight of 18 bags of rice, each weighing this much. So just multiply this with 18. And whatever the answer is, the total weight of 18 bags. Okay. This is how you will do the whole exercise. Okay. I hope each and every part is getting clear to you and you are having no doubts. Okay. Now we have division of decimals. Division of decimal by a whole number. So अब देखेंगे हम कि हम division कैसे करते decimal का एक whole number के साथ. So here teacher is saying, Roma, if the cost of 5 pencil is rupees 12.50, What is the cost of one pencil? तो one pencil की cost क्या होगी? Then Roma replied, we need to divide 12.50 by 5. Isn't it, ma'am? Then teacher said, yes, Roma, for dividing a decimal by a whole number, we take the following steps. And Roma said, okay, ma'am. Now, what are these steps? Step number 1, perform the division by considering the dividend as a whole number. So, हमें ये सोचना है कि हमारे पास जो डिविडेंड है दैट इज अ डेसिमल नंबर, बट हमें क्या सोचना है कि ये एक होल नंबर है. Then we have to division of whole number part of dividend is complete. Put the decimal point in the question and proceed with the division as in case of whole number. So अब जो क्वेश्चन आएगा डिवीजन के बाद, आपको उसमें डिवीजन के बाद डेसिमल को अप्लाई कर देना है. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल डिवाइडिंग 52.32 by 8. So here we have 52.32 and 8. So considering that this is not here, okay, this is not present here. Now after getting 0, we are getting the value that is 6.54. Okay, it was 654, and after that we are applying decimals, leaving the two places and then putting the decimal. Similarly, we have example number 24, divide this value by 9. So here we have the value and 9. Considering that there is no point here. Now because it cannot be subtracted, so we are using firstly 0. Okay, so 9 zeros are 0. Okay, 7 minus 0 is 7. Now taking this one here, 71, 63, and then we are doing whole division. After that, we are getting the value 0.795. Okay. Then here there is a note that from the above given example, we observe that when the whole number part of dividend is less than the divisor. So जब जो डिविडेंड का पूरा होल नंबर पार्ट है वो लेस देन है डिविजर से, डिविडेंड लेस देन है डिविजर से, बट होल नंबर पार्ट ओनली. ओके, वी फर्स्ट प्लेस अ जीरो एट इन द वंस प्लेस. सो फर्स्टली हम जीरो करते हैं, फर्स्टली हम जीरो लिखते हैं अपने क्वेश्चन में. ओके, फर्स्ट प्लेस पे हम जीरो ही करते हैं इन द वंस प्लेस इन द क्वेश्चन फॉलोड बाय द डेसिमल पॉइंट. देन वी डिवाइड एज यूजुअल बाय फॉर्मिंग द ग्रेटर नंबर विद द डिजिट ऑफ द डिविडेंड. और उसके बाद हम जो भी ग्रेटर नंबर आते रहेंगे उन्हें स्मॉलर नंबर से, जो भी स्मॉलर नंबर आते रहेंगे उनको ग्रेटर नंबर से सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं आंसर निकाल लेंगे. Here we have example number 25, divide 64.23 by 4. So as we can see here 64.23, then adding two zeros also. Okay, for getting the remainder. Okay, for getting the remainder only we are adding two zeros. See, 4 16s are 60, 4 ones are 4, so we are getting 2 here. Then 4 6 are 24, 24 minus 24 is 0. Now we have some more values, so we are putting decimal here, then we are writing a 2, then 3, 23, 4 5s are 20. Okay, because we are adding here decimal, so we are writing here 0 as well as 0 here. Now 23 minus 20 is 3. Now taking this 0 here, 30 minus 28 is 2. Now taking this 0 here, that is 20 minus 20 is 0 by 4 5s are 20. So we are getting the answer 16.0575. Okay. Children, now do this practice exercise. Student replied, okay ma'am. So here we have the questions. Divide the following 6.56 by 4. So 6.56 by 4. 4 ones are 4. We are getting here 2. Now putting here a dot. Okay. Now bringing this 5 here. 4 6 are 24. So 4 6 are 24. We are getting 1 here. Now 16. Bringing here 16. Bringing here 6 to get the number. Okay, so 4 4s are 16. We are getting 0 as a remainder. That means when we are dividing this number with this, we are getting the answer 1.64. Okay, then we have question number 2. Given that this divided by this is giving 7.07, find the value of 848.4 divided by 12 and then this divided by 12. So हमें बताया गया है कि 84.84 को हमने जब डिवाइड किया 12 से, so we are getting 7.07. Find the value of, अगर हम 848.4 डिवाइड कर रहे हैं 12 से and 8.484 डिवाइड बाय 12. So for this, we have to use a brain. We have to use the concept, the logic, and the tricks. See, here it is 8.484. That means 8484 divided by 1000. And here it is 8484 divided by 10. Okay, we are observing this with the help of this decimal. Now we have to divide them with 12. So we can see that this is dividing by 10 and this is the division by 1000. Then we have to just simply divide it. Okay. So we can get the answer. We have to just check whether after dividing we can get the answer of both. Okay. You have to just simply get the answer by division. Okay. Here this is given and this is what you have to find out. Then we have question number 3, then question number 4 and 5. All are similar to the division. Firstly, you have to understand the language. Okay, then you have to find out the answer. Now we have the topic division of a decimal by 10, 100 and 1000. We all know जब हम multiply करते हैं 10, 100 and 1000 से या 10 के multiple से, so कुछ concept में easiness आ जाती है, हमें ease लगता है. Okay, because there are some tricks. So let's find out कि division में भी ऐसा trick है या नहीं है. Teacher is saying, children, when a decimal is divided by 10, 100 and 1000, etc., then the decimal point moves to the left. That means, अगर हम किसी भी number को 10 से, that means, अगर हम किसी भी decimal number को 10 से या multiple of 10, that is 100, 1000 से divide करते हैं, we get the, what we found out, we find that कि जो हमारा जो नंबर होता है हमारा डेसिमल प्लेस वहां से उतने ही प्लेसेस उठ के आगे आ जाता है, लेफ्ट में आ जाता है. ओके, देन स्टूडेंट रिप्लाइड, ओके मैम, आई विल ट्राई दिस मेथड. यस मैम, मैं इस मेथड को ट्राई करूंगा. एग्जांपल नंबर 26, फाइंड द क्वेश्चन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग 69.2 divided by 10. So we can see that when we are dividing we are getting 6.92. Or see, it is having only 1 0. That's why it was here and only one time the decimal is shifted. Similarly, we have part B here. We can see 86.3 and it is having 2 zeros. So, as per the rule, it should be there. After dividing, it should be there. So, answer is what we are expecting, that is 0.863. Similarly, we have the 73.84 and dividing this with 1000. So, 1, 2, 3. So, answer should be 0.073. Okay, and what we are getting? We are getting the same number, 0.073 and 84. Okay, this is how we can divide a number, a decimal number with 10, 100 or 1000. Let's move to the next page. We have here a note. We observe that what we are observing here, when a decimal is divided by 10, the decimal point moves to the left by one place only. When a decimal is divided by 100, the decimal place moves to the left by two places. Now when a decimal is divided by 1000, the decimal point moves to the left by three places. Here teacher said, did you find any difficulty in it? क्या आप सभी को इसमें से कोई मुश्किल लगी? Then do this exercise for more practice. Student reply, no ma'am, it is very easy. मैम यहाँ पे तो कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं आई. So ये बहुत easy है, तो चलो इसे करते हैं. Exercise 6H. Here we have the very first question, that is find the quotient in each of the following. That means it is saying to divide. So 54.35 divided by 10. That means we have to move a decimal to the left, but only for one place because it is having only 1 0. So it will be 5.435. Similarly, we have question number 2. Copy and fill in the blanks with 10, 100 or 1000 so as to make the following statements correct. 96.5 divided by something to get the result of 9.65. So we can see here that in this answer, we can observe here that this decimal is getting here. 96.5 is becoming 9.65. That means it is getting divided by 10. So you have to write here 10. This is how you will fill the rest of the part. Okay. In a similar manner, rest of the part of question number 1, question number 2 of this exercise, you people have to do by yourself with the help of the explanation and the examples we just did above. Now we have the topic division of a decimal by a decimal. So एक डेसिमल का दूसरे डेसिमल से डिवीजन. Teacher is saying, now we will learn how to divide a decimal by another decimal. Student replied, okay ma'am. Here we have to divide a decimal by decimal. We take the steps as given below. What are the steps? Step number 1. Convert the divisor to a whole number by multiplying the dividend and the divisor by 10. So, सबसे पहले आप डिविजर को एक होल नंबर में कन्वर्ट कर देंगे by multiplying the dividend and the divisor by 10. Okay. So, डिविजर और डिविडेंड को 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद आंसर में चेंज नहीं आएगा. ओके, इट इज लुक लाइक इट विल बी मोर सेम लाइक अ इक्विवेलेंट. ओके, सो फॉर एग्जांपल इफ वी आर हैविंग 4.2 and dividing this with 6.2, so just multiply it with 10. Okay, this will become 62, this will become 42. Okay, and the divisor by 10 or 100 or 1000 etc. depending upon the number of decimal places. Decimal places की dependence पे हमें उसी number से multiply करना, like 10 or 100 or 1000. For example, it is having only one place and then it is having decimal, so you have to use 10 here. If it is like 0.42, that means it is having two values, so you have to multiply it with 100. Okay, now divide the new dividend by the whole number as discussed earlier. Observe the following examples carefully. See, example number 27, 7.163 by 0.29. We have to divide them. Okay, so what we are doing here, 7.163 will become, dividing this with 100 because the smaller value is having two places only. So this will become 29 and this will become 716.3. Okay, now you can simply do the division. Here it is the dividend and divisor is the normal number. So you can simply do the division here. Similarly, we have example number 28. Divide this value by this. So we are having smaller number with the two decimal places. So it will be multiplied with 100. So 0.0036 and 0.09. This will become 9 and this will become 0.36. Okay, now simply 0.36 divide this with 9 and you can get the answer very easily, that is 0.04. 9 fours are 36 as 9 into 4 is 36. Now teacher is saying, is it difficult children? Then student replied, no ma'am, it is very easy. Then teacher said, do this exercise for more practice. Exercise 6, I divide the following. First part is 4.56 by 0.5. So 4.56 by 0.5. So we are multiplying this with 10 to make it 5 and this as 45.6. Now 5 here and 45.6 is here. Now 9 5s are 45. Now point and 6 is written here. 5 ones are 5. Now after subtracting we are getting 1. Now taking 0 here. Okay. So we are getting here 5 2s are 10. So answer is 9.102. 9.102 is our answer. Okay, in a similar manner, rest of the part of this exercise you can do by yourself with the help of the explanation and the tricks we know about division. Now we have the topic division of a whole number by a decimal. That means decimal हमारा divisor होगा and जो हमारा number होगा, dividend होगा, वो whole number होगा. See, now we will learn to divide a whole number by a decimal. Student replied, okay ma'am. Here we have example. Divide 192 by 0.12. 192 with 0.12. So to do the same, what we have to do? Here we can see the dividend is a whole number and the divisor is a two-place decimal. We have to convert this divisor into a whole number to facilitate division by removing the decimal point. So what we can do here? See, 192 by 0.12. Just multiply this with 100 to make it as a whole number. So it will become 12 and this will become 19200. Now you can divide it. 12 is written here and 19200. So now this is a simple division, ordinary number division. Okay, then you can get the answer. Let's move to the next page. Here we have division of a smaller whole number by a greater whole number other than 0. So 0 के अलावा हमारे पास अगर greater whole number है उसे हमें divide करना है smaller whole number से. So what we will do here? Here teacher said observe the following example. Examples are divide 3 by 8. We have 3 as a division and 8 as a division. That is not possible because in our early classes we haven't learned about it. So 3. Now what we are doing here to solve this, we are taking 0 firstly. 8 zeros are 0. Now 3 minus 0 is 3. Now bringing this 3 here. Now we can put here a decimal. Okay. Now 8 threes are 24. 24 and 6. Now bringing this 0 here. Okay. Now 8 sevens are 6. 8 sevens are 56. After subtracting we are getting 4 here. Now 8 fives are 40. 40 minus 40 is 0. That means when we are dividing 3 by 8, we are getting the number 0.375. So here student replied, in this case the question will be obtained in decimal. Teacher said, yes Ravi, you're right. So we can see that अगर हमारे पास ऐसा कोई दिक्कत आए, so what we will do here? We will see that question will have decimals. Okay, as we can see here 0.375. Now we have example number 31. Divide 159 by 30. We have 159 here and 30 is here. Now 35s are 150. After subtracting we are getting 9. Now 9 we are taking point here and then we are writing here 0. 9 threes are 90. So answer is 5.3. This is how we perform division sums. Then teacher said, do you find any difficulty in it? क्या आपको इसमें कोई परेशानी आई? Student replied, no ma'am, it is easy. Then teacher said, do this exercise for more practice. Practice के लिए इस exercise को करो. We all know practice makes a man perfect. Now, student said, okay ma'am. Here we have exercise 6J. The very first question is find the question in each of the following. 18 divided by 1.2. So, you have to just write here the division. We have done lots of question of this. So, we can see here this is 18 and this is 1.2. Okay. So, to make it, we have multiplying 1.2 with 10 and 18 as well with 10. So, it will be 180 and 12. So 12 divided by 180. So it will be 12 ones are 12. Now 6, 0, 12 fives are 60. So answer is 15. When we are dividing 18 with 1.2, we are getting result 15. Then we have question number 2. Divide the following 24 by 96. 24 by 96. Okay. As we know that this is very small than 96, so it is not possible. But to do this, we have to just write here 96 zeros are 0. After subtracting, we are getting 2, 4. Now putting here point and 0 here. Now bringing this 0 here. Now 96 into 2 and 96 into 3. 6 twos are 12, 9 twos are 18 plus 1 is 19, that is 192. And 6 6 are 36 and 6 9s are 54, 55, 56, 57. So this is a bigger number. So we will write here 96 into 2, that is 192. We are getting here, it is 10 minus 2, that is 8, and 13 minus 9, that is 4. Okay, and then 1 minus 1 is 0. 48 is the answer. Again, we can write here 0 and we can bring here 0. This is how you will do the division continue. Okay, then you can get the answer. Answer will start with the 0.2 and so on. Now we have find the question in each of the following. 22 divided by 50. So 22 divided by 50. Again, we are having the smaller divisor than dividend. Then we have question number 4. Mr. Vidhan distributed 560 among the children. If each child received this much, how many children were present there? That means you have to divide 560 with 8.75. Now we have question number 5. Miss Madhuri bought some bags of sugar, each weighing 49.7 kg. If the total weight of all the bags were this, how many bags did she buy? Again, you have to just divide them. Okay, this is how you will do this exercise 6J, totally based on division, and the so many concepts which we learned here. So this is how you will do this exercise. Okay, each and every question is totally based on division, and there are some word problems also. I hope each and every question is getting very clear to you and you are able to do the rest of the parts of each and every question. Now we are having the chapter checker part of this chapter. Very first question is tick the correct option. 0.05. When we are multiplying 0.05 with 0.05, we are getting 5 5s are 25. Okay, and then 0 and 0, it is having two zeros, it is having two zeros, so 25, and then put 4 1 2 3 4, so it will be 0.0025. Okay, likewise this, that means we are multiplying with this. Okay, then we have question number 2. Match the following. 48.35 into 1000, that means we have to move 3 decimal places to the right, so it will be 48350. Okay, so 48350 is written here. You have to match it. Then we have question number 3. Write the following decimals in descending order. We know what descending order means. Firstly the bigger number, then the smaller, then the smaller, and the smaller. We can see here the whole number part and we can judge them. Okay, only these two are having the same whole number, and rest of are having different whole numbers. So we can see 0.218 is the smaller number. We can write it here. Okay, then we have 8. Okay, so you have to firstly judge between them. So it is having 8, it is having also 8, it is having 1, it is having 2. That means 2 is greater than 1. That means this is bigger. So firstly we will write here 8.125. Then we will write here 8.218. I am writing it backward. Okay, you have to write here in a such manner. Then we have the number 12.85. Then we are having the 301.38. So answer will be 301.38, then 12.85, then 82.18, then 8.125, then 0.218. Okay. Then we have question number 4. A scooter consumes 4.27 liters of petrol every day. How many liters of petrol will it consume in a week? So एक डे में वो इतना लीटर कंज्यूम कर रहा है. ओके, स्कूटर जो है हमारा वो 4.27 लीटर पर डे कंज्यूम कर रहा है. एक वीक में कितने होते हैं? 7 days. That means we have to multiply this with 7. So 427 into 7. 7 7s are 49. 7 2s are 14. 15 16 17 18. So it will be 7 4s are 28 plus 1 is 29. Now because it was 4.27, that means 2 places and then decimal. So 2 places then decimal, it will be 29.89 liters. Okay. Then we have question number 5. 1 meter of ribbon costs this much. What will be the cost of 9.5 meter ribbon? So you have to just multiply them, 7.85 and then 9.50. Firstly, write here 0 to make it in a like decimal. Then you can multiply it. Whatever the answer is, 2 plus 2 is 4. Leave the 4 places and then put the decimal to the answer, to the product. Okay, this is how you will do the chapter checkup exercise. Okay. Then we have fun activity. Student, this fun activity you people will do in your school maths lab with the help of the teachers and the students and the classmates. Okay. And then we have mental maths portion, hot question. This all you have to do in your school with the help of your teacher and the friends. So in this video, in this chapter, we will learn this much only. Let's meet you in the next video with another chapter. Meanwhile, keep on learning. Take care. Bye bye.